Well, hello! Welcome to my channel and welcome back to the 75 of you that thankfully are still here. Today I will be reviewing another organic cotton pad. We will be discussing Cora.life overnight pads with wings. Is a brand that I discovered just storming through the halls of Target. And yes, I mean storming, because especially right now during quarantine, we all know that going to Target is a hassle. So now I have been using Cora pads for approximately a year now, maybe a little bit over a year, and they fastly became my favorite. There are so many unique things about this brand, but the main thing that I love about it is their message. So I'm going to go on their website right now. So their website is at Cora.life. And as soon as you click onto their main page, you see we exist to empower women. And I'll put a picture of this right about here. And it says that we believe every woman is a force of nature and should be revered as such. We also believe every girl deserves an education. Yet millions of girls around the world miss school during their periods because they can't afford pads. Now, to those of you that's a new fact, I know you're probably outraged. But to a lot of us, we do know that is a common trend. They have made documentaries about it, it's been on the news. This is something that's been going on for years, especially in third world countries, developing nations, and not to call them out, but especially Africa. It's been highlighted there as a common theme with why certain individuals can't receive the education they deserve. So one thing I love about this brand, it seems that with X amount of purchases, they send X amount of pads to a developing nation, and that's a beautiful thing. The box is really unique as well. It's square and it's comfortable. Now I know what you're thinking, how is a box comfortable? There's something just firm and concealed about it, so they're not hiding their message. You could tell that these are pads. Everything, there's literally a pad on the back of it. Everything about it screams pads. But the difference is, usually you get your pads in like a plastic and it looks like it could just flop around. These are well concealed. Now, when you open it, as you can see, this is a box that I've been using. They're actually in the weirdest wrapping. It's in a cloth wrapping, and although this is sleek and nice, at first I wasn't the biggest fan of it, because I'm thinking, wow, if water accidentally touches this box, it'll seep through, and then this is soaked and they're all destroyed. But one thing I have to commend about this brand, they really stay true to their message. Because why would I want an organic cotton pad in polyester, plastic, any kind of rubbery thing that if it catch on fire will stink? They literally, I'm pretty sure that this is organic cotton too, but I don't know. So let me quickly point out a few other highlights from their website. They have Take the Quiz, which is where you could go and find out what you should be using, what might help your particular menstrual needs. They also have, of course, products, our cause, our ingredients, our story, and then they have something interesting called Blood and Milk. Now, Blood and Milk seems to be a separate website associated with their website where they post stories. So there are different authors, of course, writers who write these little like blog posts, but they're kind of more formal, like New York Times style, and it tells the truth about what women go through. There are topics from just first periods to miscarriages. There are things that are very lighthearted, and then there are things that are serious, and I like that. And if anyone has the time, you could check out a couple of their articles. They're really good. But let's get into what I truly think about these pads. The main thing that I love about these, they're super thin. and they hold so much. These are truly overnight pads. Now, what's tremendous about that is that sometimes when you wear an overnight pad, because of how long it is, it could be a little bulky, it could be a little daunting, and you almost feel like you have a diaper on. These are not like that. These are ultra thin. These are even thinner than the Always pads, and they hold way more. I have never had leakage with these. On my days where my period comes lighter, I could wear them. On my days where my period is mega heavy, I could wear them and there's no leakage. And that is a beautiful thing. But what makes these my favorite is that you don't feel them at all. Now you're thinking, how could you have a pad on and not feel it at all? Trust me, you don't feel it. I've had liners and panty shielders that I feel way more than these. And the other thing that I love about it is that they're super sticky. So once you put them in place and you put the wings underneath, you'll notice that it's not moving. You could go for a run. You could go to the bathroom and sometimes you pull your panties back up and you're just like, wow, my pad just went flying. That does not happen with this brand. Once you stick it into the right place, it's there for the remainder of the day or for however long you keep it on. Now, a con about this is that if you put it in the wrong place and you seal it, sometimes it's like a little bit will get stuck on the bottom of your panty or it'll be hard to pull it off. That could be a little annoying, but it's a rarity. Like most times you could like gently lift it up and then put it into the right place and it's all fine. So all in all, there are so many things that make this so special. There are so many reasons why I would recommend this pad. But just to name another few that are listed on the box, it shows on our products that they got certified organic. I thought that was so cute, especially a brand as equal and as loving and friendly as this one. If you look on their box, they have a picture of a young lady who is dark skinned, and that, like, who doesn't love inclusion? But they also have women that are redheads. They have women that are bigger, women that are smaller. Their website has Indian women, it has Caribbean women, it has all different types of women, and that makes me feel celebrated. That makes me feel like I'm not the only one with a period and it's nothing to be ashamed of. But it also states that they were designed in San Francisco. That's unique. And I know you're thinking, there's tons of stuff designed in California, but it's rare that I see such an inclusive brand within the US. And it's just really nice to know that there are some companies that are trying their best to change the world and to do that from the comforts of where I live. And yes, I'm not in California, but close enough. It says it's made in the US with renewable energy. That is also amazing. And that it's a certified B Corporation. I'm not exactly sure what a certified B Corporation is. I'll look that up, and when I find out more about it, I'll link it in the description box below. So, on the back, it also shows a kind of a mini periodic table of what's not included. So it says no chlorine, no polyester. Remember I brought up polyester before? You'll be surprised how many pad companies have polyester in their pads. That's just gross. Why would you want something that toxic near your private region? No fragrance. Now, I know some of you are like, what? I love scented pads. Scented liners and scented pads are so bad for you. And a lot of people have a lot of like pH talk. It's not just about pH. On a whole, there are a million reasons. And if you want to find out more about why you shouldn't use scented pads, scented liners, scented wipes, please comment down below and I'll do a separate video on it. It says there are no rayon, no chloroform, and no latex. Now, the latex thing, a lot of people are saying latex. Yes, some pads include latex. You'll be surprised what latex is included in. And a lot of people don't realize it until they find out that they have a latex allergy. So that's another story in itself. And I could do a separate video on latex and latex in women's products and in sexual products on a whole. If you want, comment below and I'll talk about that in the next one. I am going to test how absorbent the pad is. As you can see, it's pretty easy to open up. And as you unfold it, you'll notice this part is folded under as well, which is amazing. And then it has the paper, which protects the wings. So I will be testing this out by using a concoction I've mixed together that has a similar consistency to blood. It is literally flour and annatto. It was just like an herb I found lying around in my kitchen. I was red. So right now I am going to take the wings off. I'm going to stick them down so you could see how well they stick. Look, there's no coming up. And now let's put a little bit in the middle. Let's spread it out. No leakage. So you can see once something stays on the surface of this, it's not running. It just stays in place. Now, if you were to wait like 15 minutes, all of this would absorb into the pad. That's how absorbent they are. They're amazing. You literally feel clean the entire day, which of course you have to change it throughout the day, so you have to remember to do that. But it's very easy to forget wearing something as amazing as this. Like the leak guard on this, it's ridiculous. Like there's nothing. I could pour this whole thing on it. And let's see. Okay, look, look, look. It's going over. It's just staying there. Do you see how slow? It just sits there. And then as you could tell the difference from what I freshly poured and what was poured a few seconds before. This is already seeping into the pad. It's basically gone. It's dry. It's comfortable. You don't feel like you're having menstruation. It's just a tremendous pad. Like, it's an amazing pad. So on a whole, I give this pad 5 stars. It's literally the best pad on the market. If you go on their website and you take the tests, it'll show you other products that they have that are also supposedly good. Now, I haven't tried out any of their other products. I hope to in the near future. And if you want me to do a review on any of their other products, please just write it in description box, write it in the comment section again, and I'll get into that on a later date. For now, I'm going to end on a positive note. I am going to say that this brand definitely deserves 5 stars. There's nothing else that could be said. They have a great message, they have a great product, and they're consistent. There are so many pad companies that are constantly changing the structure, the width, the texture, the length of their pads, and then they sell you the product for the same amount of money, and it's just flabbergasting. It's like, I'm not an idiot. I use these every month. I know it's different. So for all of you guys who are interested in trying out these pads, I am going to tell you where you could get them. Of course, you could look on their website, type in your zip code, see what's nearby, but they mainly sell them on Amazon and Target. So you could get a 28 count for $9.99 as of today. You could get a 36 count from Amazon for $15.99. You could get a 72 pack, so that's 2 boxes, for $27.99. Now that's the deal I typically go with. I order it on Amazon. It comes in like 2 days, sometimes a little bit longer, sometimes shorter. And it comes in a packaging like this. So Amazon protects it. They put it in this plastic so that it doesn't get damaged on the way here. And it just makes me feel really good that it says like, this is a set, do not separate. These are delicate products, do not allow liquids to touch. Like Amazon really makes it a point, or maybe it's Cora as well. They make it a point that when they send it in the mail, that you feel comfortable to use it. You know it's not contaminated. I have also ran to my local Target and bought a couple. They're always sold out though. That's another reason how you could tell it's a great brand, because I literally have to ask whoever at Target all the time, what day do you restock? And they're always like, oh, we restock on Tuesday. I go on Tuesday at 12 o'clock and they're gone. But enough about that. If you enjoyed this video, please like. If you didn't enjoy this video, feel free to dislike, feel free to leave comments. Constructive criticism, it's good too. But if you want more of these videos, I am trying to get to 100 subscribers. If I could get to 100 subscribers by the end of June, I promise I will review a new feminine product once a week. Yes, not once a month, not once a year, once a week. So if you enjoy this and you want me to try out these products so you don't have to, please subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe. Tell your family members to subscribe. Tell your boyfriends to subscribe, because this is a great gift. If my boyfriend got me these pads, I would be over the roof, because he's thinking about you, he cares about your well-being, and it's respectful. Like, it's not like getting like lingerie or like condoms or something off the wall. These are something that everyone uses. Your little sister uses it, your cousin down the road uses it, your mother uses it or used to use it. These are for everyone. So please subscribe for more content like this, and thank you so much for watching.